Hey, if you're hearing this right now, it means your heart is heavy. It means the days have blurred, the nights are long, and sleep barely comes. It means you're in the middle of something no one prepared you for. This season, this raw, aching, silent season, where your body is healing, but your soul feels like it's breaking. You're carrying life, but who's carrying you? You're smiling for everyone, but when you're alone, the tears come, and the shame too sometimes, like you should be stronger by now, like you should feel more grateful, but deep down, you're just tired. Tired in your bones, tired in your heart, tired in places you don't even have words for. And if that's where you are right now, just stay here. Let these words hold you. Let this prayer be your place to fall. You don't have to be okay to be loved. You don't have to understand everything to be seen. You are not alone in this, not forgotten, not invisible. You are seen. You are carried, and right now, you are being prayed for. God, look at this soul now, so quiet on the outside, but screaming on the inside. This person, this heart, they've been given, and given, and given, until there's barely anything left. Every breath feels like a climb, every small task feels like a mountain, and every tear falls without warning, like rain that never asked permission. God, you see this room, the silence, the messy sheets, the dishes in the sink, the baby clothes scattered, the body that doesn't feel like home anymore, the mirror that doesn't reflect the person they used to be. This soul is so tired, and not just tired in the body, but tired in the mind, tired in the spirit, tired in the unseen places. There's grief here, Lord. Yes, even in the joy, because something died when this new life arrived. The before version, the one who slept, who laughed, who knew what day it was, the one who didn't cry over spilled milk or quiet nights or sudden noises. And God, I know you're near, even in this, even here, even when the prayers don't come out right, even when faith feels small, even when all they can do is sigh or cry or sit still and feel nothing at all. Wrap this soul in gentleness, in kindness, in mercy. Hold their heart the way no one else can. Remind them they're not bad at this. They're just human, tender, stretched, and so brave. Remind them that it's okay to feel overwhelmed, that exhaustion is not a weakness, that asking for help does not make them less, that feeling lost doesn't mean they're failing. This season is not forever, but this soul is eternal, and you are with them, not just watching from afar, but sitting close, inside the tears, inside the chaos, inside the ache. Let this moment, right here, be a turning point, a breath of relief, a whispered knowing. You're not alone, and you don't have to carry this by yourself anymore. Soften the tightness in their chest, ease the racing thoughts, quiet the guilt, and let peace, real peace, begin to rise. God, there are moments when this soul feels like a stranger to themselves, where every sound is too loud, every silence too heavy, and nothing feels simple anymore. This person is holding so much. Tiny cries, midnight feedings, endless rocking, and beneath it all, a quiet ache that no one sees. Not even the ones who mean well, not even the ones who try, because how could they know what it's like to smile while silently unraveling, to show up while slowly falling apart? But you know, you've always known. You see what's behind the tired eyes. You hear what the laughter tries to hide. You feel the tears that are held in for the sake of strength, for the sake of keeping it together. And right now, this soul doesn't need to be strong. Not in front of you, not in this prayer, not here. So God, would you be strength for them? Would you be breath for them? Would you be rest, the kind that seeps into the bones and settles into the soul? There is guilt here, Lord. Guilt for not loving every moment. Guilt for feeling sadness in a season that should be joyful. Guilt for wishing someone, anyone, would ask, "Are you okay?" and stay long enough to really hear the answer. But you ask, and you stay. You don't rush the healing. You don't shame the process. You simply sit beside the broken places and whisper truth over the lies. You are not failing. You are becoming. You are not weak. You are human. You are not forgotten. You are deeply, eternally seen. Soften the sting of comparison, Lord. The voices that say, "She did it better. Why can't you?" Maybe you're just not cut out for this. Silence those voices now, and instead, let this soul hear something different. You're doing holy work. You are enough, even now, especially now. God, cradle this heart like you cradle new life. Slow the racing mind, catch every single tear, and remind this person that being needed constantly doesn't mean they're alone, that giving everything doesn't mean they're empty, that just existing today was more than enough. And if all they did was breathe today, that breath was worship, that breath was victory, that breath was seen by you, God. Sometimes this soul doesn't even know what to pray. The words get stuck. The heart is too tired, the mind too foggy. It feels like standing in the middle of a storm with no umbrella, no shelter, no map. But even when no prayer comes out, you still hear. Even in silence, you still understand. So right now, this person doesn't have to say a thing, not a word. Just breathe, just be, because you're already here. And that's enough. You know the story. You've seen the long nights, the feedings, the bleeding, the shaking hands, the guilt after snapping, the ache of wondering, am I doing this right? Will I ever feel like myself again? And even in those questions, you don't pull away. You draw closer. You remind this soul gently that it's okay to not have all the answers. That healing isn't linear. That strength sometimes looks like lying on the floor and letting the tears come. And that love, real love, can live inside cracked places. God, let your peace pour into the crevices, the places where light hasn't reached yet, the moments the soul thought they were alone. Let that lie fall away now, right here, right in this breath. You were there when the cries echoed at 2 a.m., when the anxiety tightened the chest, when the thoughts whispered, "You're not enough." You were there, still are, still whispering, "You don't have to prove anything to me. You are already enough, loved, wanted, held." God, take this shame, this heavy, unspoken shame, and lift it off their shoulders. The shame of not bouncing back, the shame of not being perfect, the shame of feeling like they're failing at something everyone else seems to do so easily. Wrap them instead in grace, in rest, in softness. Let them know that you don't expect perfection. You only ask for presence. And even when they feel like they've lost themselves, you have not lost sight of them. This person is not just a parent, not just a caretaker, not just someone surviving. They are yours, beloved, still whole, still worthy. even in pajamas, even in the mess, even with eyes swollen from crying. And slowly, Lord, slowly bring the light back in, not all at once, but little by little. One deep breath, one small laugh, one moment where they feel, just for a second, like themselves again. You're not rushing them, you're rebuilding them with love that never runs out and mercy that meets them fresh each morning. God, look at how far this soul has come, not in grand, dramatic ways, but in quiet bravery, in waking up again, in holding on, even when everything inside screamed for rest. They showed up, in the fog, in the fear, in the unknown. They kept loving, kept feeding, kept rocking, even when they had nothing left to give. That's not weakness, God. That's sacred strength. That's endurance born from love. And tonight, this soul just needs to hear it's okay to rest now. Not just the body, but the spirit, the mind, the place inside that's been on high alert for so long. Let this be a holy exhale, a moment to collapse safely into your arms. No expectations, no pressure, just presence, just breath, just you. Speak softly to this heart, God. Let them feel your nearness in the dim room, in the stillness of the night, in the rhythm of their breathing. There's healing happening here, even when it doesn't feel like it, even when the progress is invisible. Every day survived, every tear released, every time they chose love over fear. That was healing. Remind them that it's not selfish to care for themselves, that they deserve gentleness too, that their needs matter, that they don't have to disappear in order to love well. God, bring back the pieces that felt lost, the laughter, the stillness, the sound of their own voice saying, I'm still here. Let them look in the mirror and not just see the tired eyes, but the resilience, the fire that kept burning even in the coldest nights. Whisper this truth into their soul. You are still you, changed, yes, stretched, broken open, yes, but still whole, still worthy, still beautiful. No part of their identity was erased in this season, only deepened, refined, made more real. This soul is not just surviving, they are becoming something softer, something stronger, something sacred. So tonight, wrap them in quiet assurance that they don't have to know what tomorrow holds, that they're not expected to have it all figured out. All they need is this moment, this breath, and the knowledge that you are with them, that you delight in their presence, that you are proud of them. Yes, proud, not for perfection, but for persistence, for showing up, for not giving up. God, let your love soak into every fragile part, and as this soul lies in bed, may they finally feel safe enough to release it all. The tension, the questions, the fear, and simply rest. God, thank you for staying through every tear, every doubt, every long, aching night. You never left, and now here we are, at the edge of this prayer, not at the end of the journey, but at a resting place. This soul has walked through shadows. They've bled, they've broken, they've wept, but somehow, by grace, they're still here, still breathing, still rising, still loved. So now, God, would you bless them, not just with strength for tomorrow, but with peace for tonight. Let their room be filled with a quiet presence, the kind that settles deep in the chest, that softens the face, that slows the thoughts enough to sleep. Bless their mind, still swirling with questions. Let clarity rise slowly, like sunlight warming the corners of the soul. Bless their body, tender and tired. Let healing flow where exhaustion once lived. Let hormones settle. Let rest be real. Let their chest rise and fall in rhythms of safety. Bless their heart, bruised by expectations and comparison. May they begin to release the pressure, the need to prove, the fear of not being enough. Replace all that weight with stillness, with truth, with love, and God. Bless their future. Let them dream again, not just for their child, but for themselves. Let them find joy not only in giving, but in being, in breathing, in being loved simply for existing. May the coming days hold more light, more laughter, more moments where the ache quiets and the soul remembers. I'm healing, I'm whole, and I'm held. Tonight this soul doesn't need to get it all right. They only need to be, to rest, to receive. Let your voice be the last one they hear tonight, God. Not the fear, not the guilt, not the lies. Only you, saying, you are safe, you are loved, you are enough. Wrap this soul in the softest blessing, like a blanket pulled up under the chin, like arms around the tired heart, like a whisper in the dark that says, I see you, I'm with you, you can sleep now. And when the morning comes, bring light again, fresh mercy, new breath, a lighter soul. And to you, dear soul listening right now, if this prayer brought even a moment of peace, a tear that needed to fall, or a breath that felt a little deeper, I want you to know this space is for you. If you feel safe here, if your heart was touched here, please subscribe to this channel, leave a like, and share this with someone else who may need it too. You are not alone, and you are always welcome back here. Until next time, rest well, beloved heart.